What's up, gang? Welcome to my Q&A live with the Lab Girl. You guys know who I am. I'm the Lab Girl. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining me in this live. It's kind of late here on the West Coast, so I know it's pretty late on your guys if you're watching me from the East Coast or the Midwest. But I just want to say thank you so much for the live. You guys know the drill. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section down below as you're entering the lab. As you're entering the live, definitely say hi. We are going to get into your questions, comments that I have stored for you guys, because you guys reach out to me all the time and I try to save these comments, even though I reach out to you guys personally. But I just want to share some of your comments and your questions at least once a month, because there's a lot of people who may have the same questions as you. So if you did not watch my last live, it's been a minute. I did a Q&A and it went so well. So we actually got some feedback from that Q&A. You guys definitely enjoy the Q&A and I really appreciate it. But as you're entering the stream, please make sure to give the stream a big thumbs up and all that YouTube jazz, so that way your girl is recommended on the platform and more people can find who I am and join the gang. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the coffee and Q&A with me. I'm actually drinking coffee for real this time, because last live I was actually drinking some wine, but today it's actually coffee, and I'm ready to go ahead and just catch up with you guys and see what's been going on with you guys. A lot has been going on with me, but I just don't want it to be about me. But I just been really, if we can get, candid, I just been really burnt out lately. So this Q&A will be catching up with you guys, and as you guys are entering the chat, definitely drop in the comment section, what type of week, month, or the last time that, I spoke with you guys from the last live. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Let me know if you guys have had a crazy couple of weeks as well. And we'll definitely, chit chat about that and get into that as well. So let's go ahead and catch up. All right, so I will definitely try to not go off tangent or go on a tangent or go off topic during this live. It is a beautiful day here, so I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. Happy Saturday, and thank you so much for spending your Saturday with me. So this is just a chill live. I'm just catching up with you guys, getting back into the swing of things. That's the reason why I named this Let's Catch Up, because it's been a lot going on. And the first thing is, what you guys see here is the community tab post. I try to, be as active as I can with you guys on my community tab. If you do not know, how to find the community posts, just go on my YouTube page and you'll see a tab that says community. I try to post as often as possible, either some polls, some questions for you guys, just so we can engage more and more, and just try to get, your guys' feedback on what's going on with you all, what's going on with my day, some things that can help with video ideas and things of that nature. So make sure to always check my community tab, because that's how I interact with you all in between videos, or in between me answering your questions, your DMs, your YouTube questions, your comments or questions on my YouTube page. So that is a good way for me to interact with you guys as well. So the last or 2 days ago, if you go to my community tab, or if you were some of the voters on my community tab, I basically just said checking up on you guys' mental health, and just see how you guys are doing, because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And it's crazy because as busy as I have personally been in the lab, it has definitely affected my mental health. So that's the reason why I posted that, just to check in with you all to see how your mental health is doing. So whether, I think majority of you guys who watch me or listen to me are here because you are either aspiring histotechs or current histotechs or retired histotechs. I have a great range of people who follow me. Maybe you're moving to California, or maybe you are thinking about moving here. So I have that type of audience as well. So if you, whatever profession that you're in, I just wanted to check up on your mental health and see how you guys are doing. So I did post for my students, because I remember when I was in my clinicals doing my externships, I said, if you're in clinical rotations, are people in the lab, question mark, are they nice, are they mean, or they don't talk to you because you're students? And the reason why I asked that is because I know as a histotech, if I'm in my own world at the lab, I was just wondering, how as a student, how are you feeling working in a clinical site, because you have so many things on your mind, or if you are training, or if you're new to histology and it's your first few months or a couple of weeks, it's kind of hard to sort of maneuver and adjust and try to hone in on your skill or try to learn everything, because it's like time doesn't slow down for you because you are new in the lab. So whether you are a new student, or whether you are in your clinicals, or whether you are a new histotech, or whether you're a new lab tech, it's things, and especially if you are in a fast-paced type of setting, things are moving so fast, and as lab professionals, you just feel a lot of pressure. And I can definitely understand that pressure, because even though I'm not a new histotech, but I am new still in my role in Neuropath. So it's one of those things is where like I can understand how you may feel as far as like just being overwhelmed, or maybe being hard on yourself, or just trying to succeed and get through that day, that moment, that week. And yeah, so I just wanted to check in on your mental health. I wanted to check in and see exactly how the students are doing, because it can be kind of hard being new, learning the function of a lab, and also learning your role, how to work with others. And then you have these histotechs who either A, not being supportive, or B, they are being supportive, which is a good thing, or they're mean. You're going to experience all different types of histotechs. So I just want to check in with you guys on that. So that's a part of me catching up with you all. The next community tab I posted within the week is, does the pay, in your opinion, match the amount of work you do on a daily? You guys can see this trend that I'm going with here. You feel the trend. The trend is I'm either overworked, underpaid, or I'm overworked but still paid good, or maybe this is just a crazy ass day, or I'm paid good and I get paid for the amount of work that I do. So there's so many different outlets when it comes to this. So a lot of you guys did answer this question, and I said, does the pay, in your opinion, match the amount of work you do on a daily? Some of you said, I think I get paid pretty decent. 23% of you said, I think I get paid pretty decent. And 77% of you guys said, nope, I could use a raise. I had this epiphany during my week, and I was just like, man, like I really do a lot. Like I was thinking, am I getting paid enough? I just had this like epiphany. Like I need to see if the gang feel the same way. So I was just like, hey, like, is it just me, or you just feel like you could use a raise just in that moment when you just you think you have 5 arms and 2 heads. Like, you know what? But would money really matter? Or is it the fact I need sleep? So I was just seeing where you guys were on that. And then my last poll question during that week was, do you get burnt out at work? 80% of you guys said, oh my God, yes. And 20% said, no, it isn't that busy. The 20% of you guys that said it isn't that busy, where do you work? Inquiring minds want to know, like, where do you work? Because even on the days where I feel like I'm not that busy, for some reason, towards the end of my shift, I end up getting busy, or I end up just having a nice day to where I can handle everything. And then like around the last maybe 2 to 3 hours of my shift, I'm like, where in the hell did all this work come from? I was just handling things earlier. So you guys said no, it's not that busy, but 80% of you guys said yes. So I did do a live on my channel a few months ago, and it was handling stress in the lab, or how to deal with stress in the lab. Is your lab stressful? So definitely check that live out. It is in the live playlist. You guys will, if you guys have not checked that live out, or you was not present with that live, I think I went over a lot of good pointers. And we talked about stress in the lab, we talked about being burnt out, we talked about just stretching yourself thin and how we can cope with stress in the lab. And we can revisit that topic again. But just, if you guys have any recommendations, and if you're watching me on the replay, you're more than welcome to reach out to me to let me know what your recommendations are and how you deal with stress. Or you can leave it in this live or any of my videos for that nature. But just dealing with stress, getting burnt out. I feel like, 80% of you guys was like, yep, that's me. I was just in that mood. That's the type of mood I was in I'm not even gonna say the whole week, but for the past few weeks, I've been in that burnt out stage, which takes me to my next category, which probably started the stress in hindsight, which is lab week. Okay. Also, in my community tab, I definitely encourage you guys to start thinking about some fun things to do for lab week. I know at first it sounds like, oh, that sounds so cheesy, or no one at my lab is, going to participate, or maybe sometimes you have to be that one who will participate, or the one who will get everything started, or the one who can at least take the initiative. I must say that I'm super surprised, at my lab, that everyone participated. Everyone actually had fun in lab week. We actually had a great lab week. And I think it was one of those things that, because we have been dealing with the pandemic really heavy, so it was just like, everyone was just walking on eggshells and not really into any type of excitement, and it just felt really good this year to participate in lab week. Even though you guys know on my channel here, I try to every lab week, or for the past 2 years, I think 2 years, yeah. I just try to be engaged with lab week with you guys. But it was a difference for me at work. So lab week, we had a different theme every week, or every day of the week. And Monday, I'll just try to remember everything we did. Monday was it just came back to me. So Monday, each department had a different day to do things, and that's what made it even more fun, because you was able to experience things throughout the week. So each department had their own set of lab activities to celebrate lab week. So Monday was EM and was EM department. So they did some puzzles and they did some they had some candy, and they just had, I think they had a photo booth if I'm not mistaken. But so that was EM. And then Tuesday, mind you though, if you guys looked at my community post, my puzzles was like first grade compared to EM and IF puzzles. Their puzzles they were like college level, anatomy, physiology level. Like, you need to Google your answers on those for those puzzles. The Sudoku was serious. So they had those puzzles that really challenged you. So that was on Monday. Tuesday, it was a pizza party that was done for us by our CEO or management or the histology department. And Wednesday was 90s day, which was 90s music. You dressed up in 90s attire. We also had Guess Who's Pet. So everyone would bring a pet in and then bring a picture of your pet, post it on the board, and then we participated in guessing whose pet is whose. And Thursday was histology, and histology did ice cream, so it was still safe. They had like a little ice cream party. And then Friday, of course, not to be biased, but Friday was Neuro Day, and we definitely, in my opinion, we ended the week well. We did a guess who picture of your coworker, so everyone participated, had a lot of fun with that, trying to figure out who's who. I basically took everyone's picture. Whoever participated gave me a picture, and I posted up on the board, and we guessed whose picture it was of your coworker. And also too, I made some puzzles, which I gave you guys the website if you want to make some puzzles, whether it's just for fun at home or you could create your own crossword puzzles at mint.com. So I shared that in my community tab as well. And what else I did? I actually made some treat bags. So, and I bought these cool little highlighters that look like needles. Have you guys seen the pens? I bought the highlighters one. So super cool. So Neuro ended it with a bang. So lab week was very, very fun, but stressful at the same time, because I had to come up with a lot of things to make sure that Neuropath represented for lab week. All right. And let's talk about CSH. If you guys remember, if you guys was in my last live, I was talking about CSH, which is the California Society of Histotechnology, and that was being held in San Diego. Unfortunately, I did not choose to go, only because CSH did not have, in my opinion, enough classes for me to really take. I would have loved to have went and participated in, but it would just, in my opinion, would have been a waste of time. So I am banking on me going to NSH. Now, NSH is the National Society for Histotechnology. It's going to be in October. So, and if you guys look at, I put, forget the typo, I put KZ work schedule is crazy. But yeah, NSH is going to be in Reno, Nevada. So Reno is close to Cali. So I think 100%, like 90%, I probably will be attending that. And hopefully they have some better courses for me to take. And I'm pretty sure, most of you guys can come too. So if you are, I know NSH is in, well, I don't know. So I know there's a FSH for Florida, but this is NSH. So people from everywhere will be attending. So yeah, that sounds like a good thing for me to go to, and also for you guys to go to. I did do a quick video as well for you guys saying why it's important to probably attend these conferences sometime in your career. Is there, they may not be the most fun, but once you go and you can get the swing of things, you can find them informative, and you could take away, you can ask questions, you'll be able to meet people in your field. So it's a lot of things that you'll be able to, to experience whenever you do go to these type of conferences. And last but not least, in this catch up session is going to be my work schedule. So within these past few weeks since lab week, and that was like, lab week was a whole CSH week, and then my coworker, he went out of town, and it was just like, boy, oh boy, like this is the reason why I have been so delayed in giving you guys videos, because my work schedule has been so crazy. So I apologize about that. And I did let you guys know that, I'm going to be getting back into the swing of things, trying to get my schedule and everything back on point. And sometimes, it's just one of those things to where you just sometimes need a mental break. And I think that's exactly what I needed and what I'm still needing. So the videos will be coming slowly but surely, but not just like back to back like how I was doing them. So crazy work schedule. I should be back on point now, but at least I will do my best to drop at least a video during the week and try to stay on point with these lives again and just give you guys more content. But my work schedule has been crazy, and I just was in charge for a little bit by myself, working by myself. So that really took a lot out of me. So hopefully your girl is back. I can get back to my normal schedule, or somewhat type of normal schedule, of posting for you guys and getting more videos out. And yeah, so we'll definitely work on that and get back in tune of things. If you guys are watching me on the replay, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys watching me and supporting the channel. That definitely means a lot. Make sure you thumbs up the live, because YouTube needs to know that you guys enjoy my content, and they need to put me in the algorithm. That's how you guys found me. That's how more of you guys are finding me. And I want to say welcome to all my new supporters. This is when I need a hand clap. Oh my God, I'm so cheesy. This is when I need a soundboard so I could give you guys some hand claps, some stadium cheers. Yes, welcome all my new supporters. I really appreciate it. Just a few weeks ago, I was celebrating 1,000 followers, and honestly, I mean, I really have not even had the opportunity just to say, or just do a dedicated video. I remember I did a dedicated video when I had 500 subscribers, and it was like this huge milestone to me. So yeah, hitting 1,000 subscribers feels the same way. And now I think I'm at 1,200 subscribers, and we're only growing, and I'm getting a lot of new faces and comments and support. So welcome to all my supporters. I really appreciate you joining the gang, just following my journey, keeping me posted on your journey. This is the reason why I built this platform. You guys know that. So we are a family. So if you got any questions, any comments, you guys can definitely hit me up. I'm working on a few things. I'm trying to work on a few things if I can get my life right and my schedule, not be so overwhelmed with everything. But yeah, like hopefully I can get, more, I can have more time to dedicate to my YouTube channel, and also build my brand a lot stronger, and just take my channel to another level. But as far as the growth that we're doing, it's amazing, because we're in this thing. No one is making histology videos on a daily basis like this, and who's giving you real one-on-one content, advice, true feelings, lab talk, day in the life, all of that good stuff. I mean, it's I'm the only one who's doing that. So if you find somebody else, please point them out. Please point them out. But yeah, that's what I'm here for. So I'm super excited that you guys are on this journey with me. And shout out to not only my new supporters, but the OGs who have been following me since day one. I really appreciate you guys. Whoever shares my videos, who recommends my video. I just got a comment saying someone recommended my video on Reddit. So it's just, it's just one of those things to where I can't believe my video is on a Facebook histology page or something. Like, one of my friends sent me that I'm on a histology Facebook page for how to talking about travel histology. So my videos are pretty much they're pretty much making their rounds around the internet. And I don't have Facebook, so I won't know these things unless someone says, "Hey, Shanika, I seen your video." Boom, bam. So like, I'm so honored and so thankful that you guys are with me on this journey. And yeah, I'm given a lot to do this. So, okay, one other thing before we get into the Q&A. If you guys are going to the NSH, National Society for Histotechnology, it's October the 14th through the 19th. Those are the days. It looks like it's a whole week. So that should be fun. So you got enough, you have enough time to, one, see when you're going, choose the days that you want to go, and figure out what classes you're going to take. And also, two, check and make sure maybe your job would do some type of tuition reimbursement, because I wasn't aware that my job had tuition reimbursement. So but this may not be for every lab, or it may not be for the lab that you work in. So just make sure that if you are going to attend, then see if this is reimbursed, your flight, your courses. See if those things can be reimbursed, because I know if I do choose to go, I want to make sure I'm getting some type of reimbursement, even though I was going to go and do it for myself, and I know for my CEUs. But also, too, I want to get some type of content as well. So, yeah, just make sure that if you are attending NSH, is October the 14th through the 19th, and it will be in Reno, Nevada. All right, now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and read some of my questions, comments, and I'll end it with the lab talk. If you guys got any questions for me, definitely leave it in the chat. Thumbs up the live if you are entering the live, or if you're catching it on the replay, definitely thumbs up the live so YouTube knows that you guys enjoy my content. I have to give you all this spiel, okay? That's if you are a content creator, or if you watch enough YouTube videos, just your favorite YouTube videos, you already know they said thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe. We got to do that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into some comments. I'll just read a few comments and questions that I have, and then we will end this live shortly, because it's a beautiful day and I don't want to, keep you guys. So let's go ahead and get into the first comment or question. Okay, so let's see here. My video, how to get into histology. That video is probably one of my top, I want to say probably like top 5 videos that I've done, to where it flooded a lot of you guys to my channel. That video, in another few videos, that video really put me on the map. So that's normally the video that gets recommended the most, other than my OG video about traveling and how I became a travel histotech. And so this video here, how to get into histology, most of you guys have definitely watched this video. But let's go ahead and read some comments that I got on that video. It says, Linda Lee, thank you for this video. And you're welcome, Linda. Thank you so much for watching. Also, my last Q&A, I need help in histology. Hey, Ari, this is, you wrote, thank you for taking the moment to chat with us over the weekend. You're a huge motivator and a huge blessing. And Little Bear said, thank you for helping us. We really appreciate your advice and your time. But that definitely goes both ways. Thank you so much to you guys for watching my content, for subscribing to my channel, for supporting me, for all the comments, all the feedback. Like, that is the reason I'm here doing this, because I'm providing something that, you know, this platform is missing, because a lot of people can't find someone who can be relatable and talk about histology and just talk about the everyday ins and outs of being a histotech, being a, you know, working in a histology lab. So I really appreciate you guys, because you guys are the reason why I do this. And even if it was just one person watching, like it used to be, and not over 1,200 of you guys who follow me now and who support me now. But I remember when it was just one person. The way that I am now is exactly, I had that same energy then. So where there's one person or 1,200 of you guys, I would not be doing this if I didn't feel like, you know, it was going to make a difference for you guys and for myself. So thank you guys. I feel like I'm accepting an award. Oh God. Okay, so my next comment was on my histo program at Kaiser University video that I did. And this is from Janina. She said, thank you so much for your videos. I've been stressing about my career and decided on histology, but being in Orlando, Kaiser was the only option. And I was so hesitant from the reviews, but hearing you went there and seeing how well you turned out has put me at ease. I remember you said you had a job before graduating, and I know it's been years, but did you feel at least mostly prepared for that job once graduated? Okay, well, let's see here. Let me try to break this question down. Well, first of all, you're welcome. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate you. And let's see. And the fact that you're saying that I turned out so well, so that should be a reason why you go to Kaiser. I really, really appreciate it. That was like, I was, you know, I'm humbled that you said something like that. So thank you so much. Yeah, I did have a job before graduating, but I didn't have a histology job. It took me a minute to get a histology job. So when I tell you guys about, you know, how I got here and, you know, how I just worked in a call center, and, you know, if you guys have watched any of my previous videos, I always say, you know, you guys are so lucky that if you're working in a lab now and you have the opportunity to be a histotech. I didn't have those same opportunities, but I had a job, but it wasn't a histology job before graduating. My school or my classmates, some of them did have jobs already. But if I can be real with you guys, at that time, whenever I was doing my clinicals and I saw my classmates when we'd be at clinicals and they would be, you know, doing their tasks, I would see them, in my opinion at that time, I thought a lot different then. It was just them, like, everyone wanted a job. So if you have like 7 students at a clinical site, I didn't have the motivation at that time to try to, I don't want to say brown nose, or who even uses that word. I don't want to say kiss ass, but I just didn't have that motivation, or that I didn't have that, what's the word? I didn't think I was good enough. Just like a lot of I know students feel like. I didn't feel like that I would get a chance because I'm in class with people who are biology majors, or who are, super smart, or who wasn't even struggling in histology, to be honest with you. They probably thought it was easy as shit because they were smart, or they knew biology. So what's this? This is nothing to them. So I didn't have that confidence. That's the word, which is hard to believe. I know, because people think that I'm not shy, or I don't, or I can't believe, based upon who they see now. But I didn't have that confidence when I was in school to try to get my foot in the door, to try to get a job, because I had to be real with myself. Like, I didn't even know if I was going to even get through school. That's how hard school was for me. Histology school was no joke. And it was one of those things to where if you have 7 students in your clinical site and all 5 of them are trying to, or at least three to 4 of them are just being the best employee you can. That's the reason why I asked you guys if you are in your clinicals, how people are treating you. No one was mean to me, and I'm still friends with one of the girls to this day. We're still cool. And I met some great people. But it was one of those things to where it's like, I just didn't have that confidence thinking like, oh, let me get this job, because what if I didn't even take the test right away? Or what if I didn't even want to work there? And those hours was like 4 a.m. to like 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning. And I don't think I was even ready to even work a shift like that. And it was just like a lot of different life circumstances that was going on with me. But I don't think my hustle came until I was still working my call center job. And I was just like, you know what? Why? What is going on with me? Why am I not doing what I went to school for? Like, why am I so scared to take the test again? Because I had took the test and I failed it. So that's why I always, try to be as candid and try to be as transparent as I can with you guys, because it was not the easiest journey. And now I look back like, damn, like, wow, like it took a lot for me to get here. So just like for a lot of you guys who follow me, just the other day, true story, and I know she watches me, sweetie 407, I think that's her name, Sweetie 407. I know we follow each other, and I know who she is, but I just seen that she's graduating. And I remember when she hit me up in my DMs, and she was just telling me she don't know if she wants to go back to Kaiser anymore, because she had all these different life circumstances that had forced her to quit. And we had a talk, and I encouraged her to go back to school, and Kaiser's hard, yeah, but she was basically saying, and this was probably 2 years ago. It's probably going on 2 years ago. And I remember her telling me, because I know she lived in Florida, and she was talking about going back to Kaiser. She had went before, but then she quit, and she was a little scared. And just the other day, she's posting that she's graduating. So this is real life stuff. Like this, like I am really like in tune with you guys. Like if you guys tell me your things, your issues, your concerns, and when I give you my advice, or if I give you, and I'm not just giving you advice, like that's why I tell you guys like how my experience was too. So it goes both ways. I'm just telling it on a national platform, but when you guys tell me privately, like it just goes to show, like, I'm letting you guys know that I'm human just like you guys, and I went through some shit just like you guys, and I know how hard you guys are working to get to where you're at. So see, I went off on a tangent, but yeah, that just goes to show that at the end of the day, like, it's, you guys can do it. It's you guys can do it. But Janina, you're not gonna be prepared. I know it's been years, but do you feel at least mostly prepared for that job once you graduated? You're not going to feel prepared. You could think you're going to feel prepared. You may want to feel prepared, but until you actually are working inside that lab, until you, get the hang of that everyday repetition, embedding, cutting, it's going to be like a baby starting to walk. But it's going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun. As long as you can block out any negativity from others and yourself, don't get in your own way. And I need to take my own advice. So don't get in your own way. Period. But you're going to be good. Let's see here. I got another comment saying it's really interesting to listen about your experience in the lab. Looking forward to the second part. And that was my year in Neuropath video. And on that video, if you guys watched that, I have a few parts of that video, but it was just a general, the pros of working in Neuropath, how I've been doing the last year, just like a chill, sit down, what's going on in Neuropath. Nothing too serious about the cons or anything. But like I said, in that video, we'll definitely get more into my experience in Neuropath. You guys see, I do a day in the life. So it's just really one of those things it's up and down, period. So we'll definitely get more into my experience in Neuropath. I get a lot of questions asking me how do I get into Neuropath. I really don't have an answer on how to get into Neuropath, because in that video I did explain to you guys that Neuropath sort of fell in my lap. Some days that's a blessing, and some days it's a curse. Oh my God. Period. And it's only a curse because I probably had the most craziest day. But I try to think in the back of my head that moment when people are telling me, or I'm telling myself, or I'm thinking, damn, Shanika, not a lot of people can even get this type of opportunity. So that's like that little wishful moment where I'm like, you know what? You're right. Let me soak this in, soak this up. I'm doing this for a reason. I knew the reason at first, but then now that I'm in the reason, it's like, okay, what's the reason? Because I could be having a nice little peaceful general histology life again. But no, you had to go and take on all these responsibilities. And then, but it's we'll continue to talk more about Neuropath, and you guys can always check on my channel and see my day in the life. And if you do get the opportunity to work in the neuro department, and you'll see all the things that that I do on a daily basis, and it feels good too, because I can actually talk to my retired coworker, and she knows exactly the stress that comes from working in Neuropath. But within that same sentence, she says, but you're so lucky to be doing this. So I have to, it's like a catch-22. So we'll see what that luck is going to bring me. Because right now, all I see is stress. Let's see. Hey, welcome to the live, you guys. The live will definitely be on replay. So you guys, if you are coming in a little late, and I know I waited so late to do this live, and you guys are probably out enjoying your day, we're going on 45 minutes. So I will be ending it soon. But if you got any questions, comments, definitely leave them in the chat before we go, so we can go ahead and take care of those. But if not, I understand. You can definitely leave me a comment. I'll answer it and feature it as well in the next month's live. All right, so I got a comment from Mr. Lee, and Mr. Lee says, just took my ASCP for HT and passed. So congratulations. That's my version of a clap, a crowd. I love when people tell me that they passed the HT or HTL, that they passed the ASCP. That makes me feel so good. I love that, because I remember those moments. I remember when I failed my ASCP, and then I remember when I took it again. And it was just two different feelings, but it was one of those things to where, like, when I saw that I passed it, it was like my whole life changed. My whole life changed just within that moment. So, congratulations. I'm really, really proud of you. All right. And I think that's it. Yeah, those are only ones I chose today to talk about. Let's see what's coming up. I'm going to get a video out soon. Make sure your post notifications is turned on. So if you are new to YouTube and you're new to my channel, or you still haven't turned on your post notifications bell, it is the little bell that says, you could push it and it says, turn it on or notify whenever I post a new video. Definitely turn on that notifications bell so you guys know anytime I upload and post a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. I'll be dropping a video next week, and I will not be live on Saturday. I'm already going to let you guys know that now. Next Saturday I will not be live, but the following Saturday, it should not be a problem. Of course, I'll let you guys know all my updates on my community tab. You guys, I told you guys how to get to my community tab on my page. If you would like to refer any of my videos to any of your classmates or anyone who you think is interested in being in histotech, share my videos on your platform. Do what you need to do. Let's go ahead and work on our next milestone with the lab girl. So we are going to work on, I would say 1,500 subscribers. But you know what? I'm thinking the next milestone will probably be 15. Let's do 1,500, and then we'll do 2,000. So the goal is to get to 1,500 subscribers. I don't have a date, but soon. But I know you guys support me. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this live on Saturday. Again, it's been real, and I appreciate you guys watching and supporting. I will see you guys in the next video and on my next live. And until then, have a good day, guys. Bye.